One thing that can be confusing about fitting rear cameras is the wiring. It coming with various different wires, and how do these work in relation to this wire. What you can do is either attach the red to that, so therefore that when the live feed comes in from your car telling it that the reverse has been selected, it will come down the pink wire, and obviously it will send the electrical signal through this longer cable right to the rear of the vehicle. So literally this little pigtail is where the live will come out, and you can obviously use that to power up your camera. So you don't have to, where you see videos where you'll see that they've sent these cables, or this cable, they've sent it off to the rear light in order to wire it up to get power. So in other words, so that the camera knows when to switch on. But that is not necessarily. So what you would do is, putting that aside, imagining that you have got a live feed. If you haven't got a reverse live feed, if you look at your fuse box and do some testing around there, you may well find that there is a reverse live, that you could run the wire off from there and again put it into here and then onto your pink, if it is a pink. It usually is pink anyway. So imagine that that is all rigged up and soldered together and everything. Then this is coming out the rear of the vehicle. You literally then just put your additional live feed into there, which will obviously send, this is the plug that goes into the back of the camera or into the camera cable. That will send a live feed there. Then the only other thing that you have to do is earth it. So you can earth it against anything. So find an earth on the body, an earth on the obviously on a cable or whatever. As long as it's a permanent earth, that will be fine. You can do some checking around a multimeter. I have seen people talking about earthing it, because in the back of the Porsche you have your O2 sensors. The wiring for them comes up at the back, and it's pretty much well situated for that. But do not do that. The reason I say that is, with the wiring on the modern O2 sensor, it actually allows oxygen to run through the cable. So if you start splicing it, cutting it and soldering it, you are stopping the oxygen from running through the cable, which is part of the sensory system that it uses. So do not do that. Find another earth. I'm suggesting the camera that I've got actually is a little replacement unit for the number plate light. So that will have an earth there. So I intend to run it off that. So I'll have an earth. I will have my live coming through, as well. That be earthed. It will be lived via the, obviously coming through the cable that comes out the back of the vehicle, and then the live will be coming off either the pink there, or if you want to wire it through, you can wire it obviously to the black and blue. Morning guys, 911 SOS here. It's front camera fitment day. So what I intend to do, just get this light, is just under the front bumper here, there's an area just there. It looks like there was I think there was a radar camera fitted in this area here, and I'm just going to attempt to put the front camera there. As I've explained in other videos, I won't go into the reason for the front camera, but we're going to have a go at fitting it today. So what I've found out so far, this will show you how easy it is to do this on not just this vehicle but different vehicles. So in the front here you've got just this carpet system here that just covers the front of the car. These two things either side literally come out, and there's also two that go in here and here. So if we just move that out of the way, you can see the wiring harness there. But what I found here is, see that grommet? There's a grommet there, rubber grommet, that is unused. Just going to take that out, and what we're going to do is, as per my previous videos, I'm just going to do some fishing with my wire down there and see how simple it is to get the wiring up from where I intend it to go. So if we take a quick look down at the front of the car, underneath here, let's have a look if you can see that. Yeah, you can see in there, you can see the bumper bars. There's little apertures as well that you can get your hands in, and if you feel around up there you can actually see that the area that I want it is clear. It's away from that bumper, the main aluminium frame that runs through the front. So I'll be able to go up through there, put the camera on, and it's just a matter of fishing up through the top to see where the wires come through. So let's just do that quickly. Okay, so what I've done is, as I said before, I've just fed the wire down through that grommet. Then underneath the vehicle you can see those apertures. You can actually get your hand up there and literally just feed the wire down through. I don't like to do this, but I have made a 10mm incision there because the camera is going to go here in the front. So, and I can always, you know, if I reverse engineer this out, I can always put a grommet in that area. But yeah, literally, as per my other techniques, I've just put the RCA into there, wound the wire around, and I'm literally just going to feed it through and up through the vehicle. So it's a very simple process, couple of minute job. Okay, literally 30 seconds later, there's your cabling nice and neat through, and it just happens to be long enough. You can't see that, but there's the camera there. So that's just going to go there like that. Okay, let's put the wiring around the rest of the body. You can see here, like I said before, you've got your cabling running around. We're just going to route it round up through there. This thing here is just one screw, comes out of there, and then the clip on the back that just literally pulls out. And then over here you can see in there that there's actually down there, there's not very easy, but underneath that there's actually a grommet in there that comes through into the body, and then down there is the main grommet that runs through into the interior of the car. So I'll just feed that through using my little cone tool, and we'll go from there. So this is the earth that I've found. I've just run the cabling around down there over into the left hand side of the vehicle. You can see there's a large earth, so I've just literally using a little crocodile clip just to hold the wire in place, whilst I've just soldered it on to the clip there. So that's my earth, nice and simple, haven't really had to splice into anything. So what I've done is have a look down here in the footwell. Up there where that green cable is going through, that's the large grommet that allows you to get through the bulkhead. So I've tracked the wire down through there, up, as you can see it there, up and around, and literally up at the back of the stereo unit. Again, using my metal wire system is just the easiest way of pulling that through. Now, in fitting the stereo in, what I've decided to do here down, this is the cigarette lighter. So what I've done is put, you can see in there, I'll lift those out of the way. Can you see that corded cable and the black cable there going into it. Basically anyway, I've attached a wire to there. I've soldered the wire onto the back of there. So as you can see here, all I've done there, it's literally just clipped all of these clips on all the way around, making sure obviously the wires are located through. We've got some partitioning there, obviously located through the right place. And then I may be able to do this whilst holding the camera. You can see there how I'm just going to have to hold that there a second. So you can see how simple it is there. Let's just turn that on. Literally just clipping that back into place. That all feels nice and neat. Ultimately, that's it. Done. I'll just show you the reverse camera that I've fitted, which is in another video. So I'm just going to have to lean over here and put the ignition key in. Difficult to do holding a hand on a camera. So just check I'm out of gear, not that I'm going to start it with. So yeah, turn that on. Now yeah, you have to have it on, so hopefully if I go into reverse, I'm not in reverse there, oh that's it, right across, oh there you go. So the screen image there, the back of my car is about 6 inches off the back of the garage wall with very little light. So really impressed with the view. This actual direction sensors here, you can set those up. So the red, the yellow and the green, and you can set up the angle of it, things like that. Or you can just have it dismissed. You know, I can turn it on and off on the system. So that was in a previous video, the fitting of that. You can do that in approximately an hour. You could do it quicker. It just depends how you want to route the wiring and that, but it's a useful video to watch because you'll find that there are some real simple ways of routing the wire through the car and really quick ways of getting the wire through the car. I know a lot of people have really struggled with that. So it's worth having a look at that. So that's it for this section, the front camera. Obviously I've got to wire up the front camera now and put it sort of facing forward, and I'll do another little mop-up video on that just to show you. But hopefully this will ultimately help a few of you guys out there if you actually want to do this procedure yourself. Thanks for watching. Bye.